John, with the offense today specifically, do you think it was similar to yesterday, or was there something in approach that you identified there?
No, I mean, it's two really good pitchers. I think, Darvish had a really good mix of, slow curveball, heater, cutter, sweeper. He had a pretty good mix going. Dudes like that, you got to take advantage of every opportunity. We had guys out there. I think tonight you kind of just tip your cap to another good pitcher.
And then with Jose, didn't get the result that his line might have deserved, but what did you see from him overall continuing that consistency?
Yeah, he had electric stuff from the get-go, kind of held it throughout. Broken bat single for the 2 runs, and had the pick off there, and just, Grisham kind of went a little bit earlier than we thought. I think Jose's been as consistent as anyone. I think over the last 18 or 20 starts, he was kind of in total control, all 3 pitches. I couldn't really ask much more from him tonight.
John, in Jose's last 31 days, he's been shut out 3 times and also pitched that 0-0 game into extra innings. Do you feel that's something that evens out over each season?
Yeah, you're talking about run support-wise? Yeah, I think so. I know we talk about that with Kev a lot, too. I mean, I think it evens out for sure. All you can ask is for the guys to go out and compete and give yourself a chance to win. He did that and then some tonight. Basically kind of an old-fashioned pitching duel with him and Darvish. So, I think when we're talking about that evening out and, hitting with runners in scoring position, it evens out. I know we are where we are in the season, but, we keep putting guys out there. So it's just a matter of cashing them in.
To the point of putting guys out there, and I know we've asked this all year, what happens in those situations, but the last 4 times you've had first and second and nobody out, you haven't scored at all, and a lot of the times it's been with the meat of the order coming up. Are you seeing anything?
No, I don't think so. I mean, you get guys on base, and I think if anything, you're hoping for some damage, or you're hoping to kind of just keep the line moving a little bit. We have faced some really good pitching. The guys aren't trying any harder or less harder in those situations. It's something that we're confident in the guys that we have, and the fact that we keep getting in those positions is a good thing. I don't think it's approach. I don't think it's anything. I think it's just something that'll hopefully even out as we continue to go.
And other than that's just baseball, is there any way that you can explain that you've been shut out 5 times in the last 23 games, but you also have the best record in the league over that span?
That's baseball for you. It's a weird game. It's hard to play every day. These dudes grind every day. It's I think that 5 out of the last 23 seems like a lot, right? But I mean, what we do on a daily basis, I think gets lost in the shuffle sometimes to the everyday fan or people that aren't here every single day. So baseball's weird. It turns in a hurry, and hopefully tomorrow it starts to turn around and you keep rolling forward.
John, when you kind of take a step back at where Jose was around this time last year versus where he is now, how impressive is it just how different it is?
Yeah, I mean, night and day difference, I think, but his track record, I think, gave us a lot of confidence in him getting back to this point, and, what we're seeing is the guy that has, been in the league for 6-7 years being this. He's kind of evolved, I think, as he's gone along. Last year probably a little bit of a learning curve for him, trying new things, but he's about as comfortable and confident as anyone probably around the league. And he's a big part of what we're doing. But I think it speaks volumes to him as a competitor. The work that he does, always trying to get better. It's been a huge plus for us.
And for a guy who's probably going to be here for a long time, how crucial is it for the franchise for him to be back where he was when he first got here? Yeah,
I think so. You don't want to put too much pressure on a guy. We all know what kind of contract he signed, but, we did that knowing, the type of person, worker, teammate, competitor, pitcher he is. And, we feel really good about him, obviously, right now and going forward.
Just one more on Barrios, John. He came into camp fairly confident, and I think we've seen that grow. How confident do you see him now, and how much is that a contributor to the success that he's had? Workload, I mean, he had 106 pitches tonight, too.
Yeah, I know, season high in pitches and strikeouts. You don't really want to put a limit on that guy because of the way he takes care of himself and the way he works and the way he's always trying to evolve and get better. He's been he's been awesome. He's been as consistent as anyone. I mean, it's going back to the offseason and making some adjustments and really kind of diving into what, was last year and what has been his career. It's credit to him. He's a guy that you just, pencil in and you look for results like this. He's just been really consistent.
John, seeing the play from the dugout, when he spun and picked him off second, was there anything he could have done? Could he have held the ball? And
No, I don't think so. It's a timing play, and I think, we executed it perfectly, and I think Grisham just took off a little bit earlier than we expected. He was getting more and more out there, put the play on. I think we ran it good. Not much you can do differently, and, it just didn't work out. I think in that play, you're looking for an actual pickoff at second, not expecting him to break for third, and that's just kind of the bang-bang part of it where he was safe.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.